All right, keep putting this off. Procrastinating. Just hit the record button. Gonna wing it, or I'll never do it. Oh, so this is my hard mode arcade. 1cc of Drainus. Man, this game is super cool. Check out this intro sequence. Parallax scrolling in this game is amazing. Oh man, I'd go off about the artwork. Like just right at the outset. But we'll just kind of point it out as we go along. Let's see, what do I say about this game as an intro? Drainus' biggest gimmick is the ability to pretty much absorb almost all enemy fire. Any purple bullet you see, you can suck it up, provided you have the meter to hold your shield up. When you do that, it charges the shield and your super meter, and when you release, it takes that shield energy and fires it back at the enemies. You see the missiles continue to fly, and you use it constantly. It does great damage. It equalizes your power level really well. Like if you die and you find yourself having to recover, it's really helpful just having bullets around to work with. It makes recovery just generally easier. I'd say recovery in this game is pretty forgiving for the most part. There's a couple of spots that just really fucking suck. Here I'm using super to get the turrets as quick as I can, and then using their bullets at the end there to recharge the meter I wasted. Multiple layers of parallax in the sky and the terrain. So cool. I get to look a little now at some of this, like some of the things I haven't noticed about the art. So, let's see, what else about the shield? If it runs out and you're in a beam, you're dead. You will pop, or if there's, a bullet hits you. But especially if you're just sitting in a laser beam. So you gotta watch your meter and make sure that when you take your button off and your finger off the button and it starts recharging, that you're giving it enough time to give you sufficient energy to react to whatever you think is coming. So there's always this dance of resource management going on as you're weaving in to pick up bullets, dash back out, or reposition for better fire. All kinds of cool situations come out of it. And as I'm doing all this, I'm getting these crystals that are dropping off these enemies. Those get used at the end of the stage to upgrade the weapon systems of the ship. Here we are, first boss. I don't think there's anything too fancy I did here. Just try to take him down as quickly as possible. The timer is inside of the health bars on the different parts of the on any enemy or the different parts of the ship in particular. But there to, I guess, let you know how much time is left before the maximum point bonus that you can get from that particular part starts to decrease. So if you destroy a part at any point in time before that timer counts down to 0, you will always get the maximum point bonus. If it counts all the way down, then it just starts to decrease over time until it reaches 0. So here's an example of these bullets that are flying out that have the pink around them. Those can't be absorbed by the shield. Anything that's lined in pink like that. There you go. So we ended up with 9 tanks. I think 8's all I need to do what I'm gonna do here. So I'll grab a guard socket because more guard is always good. And a frontal shield to help with the bullets that I'm gonna have to deal with in the stage coming up, and just a better basic shot. It's not super powerful or anything. It's just like got a good fire rate and consistent damage. All the weapons, and probably most of the bosses in this game are all references to other maps. Some of them I get, some of them I don't. I'm sure there's lots of stuff I missed. I just haven't experienced enough. I definitely get the Gradius and some of the Drainus references, though. And I think Pony probably good in the Discord mentioned that maybe it was stage 5 is a fantasy song boss, which is wild. So we're just gonna work our way up the train here, taking out one section at a time, working the shield. It just constantly gets used. This is the core mechanic of the game. You'll notice there's a bar charging around. I probably should have mentioned this too. As you sit and absorb bullets and hold the shield up, or sit inside of a laser, that bar will reach a maximum, and when it does and you release, you have what feels like about 1.5 to 2 seconds worth of iframes to work with. So you can literally, as long as you're always full charging before you release the button, you can sit inside a laser beam as long as you have meter to spend. Like right here, I'm going to do it. Just stay in here, and you're charging your super the whole time you're doing this. Really super strong. This guy goes down without much of a fuss. Just constantly burning super, building it back up. It's almost like intentional in the design in some sections. Like here they knew, okay, that we're going to just slow it down, give them a chance to build their meter back up. The pacing seems very deliberate, scripted almost. This is what I call the tea break section. Just stick yourself in the corner, take a drink of something. So here the shield is very useful because there's a couple spots there. It's like, well, I'm not going to find a way through here without bonking into a red bullet, or a pink bullet. This whole section is very Gradius-like. I guess there's plenty of R-type here too, but constantly, and you always want to be trying to clear safe spots. places to escape to if you're out of shield energy. You can't absorb anything. That guy tried to go through the floor there. That one too. I didn't notice that before. He thinks there's a clipping thing going on there. We just weave our way through. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a base or, yeah, some kind of satellite base of some kind. I can't remember what was going on in the story. I was like, I've been grinding on this for a little while. That was like 50 hours ago. This took some work for me. Here I'm just going to try and get some extra points. It's not a lot, but every little bit counts. Extends come every 100k. Which is semi-frequently, so I mean, the game's pretty liberal. Oh, that was a dumb death. I forgot about that one. Wasn't paying attention. Game's pretty liberal with giving out extends. There is a score multiplier. I think it's just like time between death base. Like it just increases to up to 2 times. And there doesn't seem to be, it seems to happen at a set rate, as far as I can tell. So here we're just going to go around the back of the dragon here. Finish him off. I love it because you spend the entire bar quick kill the boss section right there, and then you get this section where it's all about just absorbing bullets. And so here the super meter just builds all the way back up. Like it just flows really well as a boss fight. This section's quite tricky. You get these arms that come out. It's very easy to, if you're trying to weave between the safe points. I mean, if you don't have your shield up, they're not safe. It's really easy to get clipped, and if you're following it around in a circle like this, it's really easy to crash right into the core. Just kind of nasty. Because I just take it really safe here a couple times. Trying to bait out another bullets. Like they happen at set hit point totals. So I was trying to bait this out. I happen to get it in a really good position here. So that I can finish it off finally. But it's usually a drawn out fight. I'm sure there's a much better way to do it. Alright, what do we do? See, we're headed into stage 3. First thing I'm thinking about here is blast mines and tracer bits, because I want to be able to deal with stage 3 boss. So that's always my priority. I can get 2 bits and the blast mines, plus the guards or the power-up socket that I need to set it all up in. Then, depending on how much is left over. I think here I went for another guard stock, which is, like I said, is never a bad idea. Yeah. These guys track, they're a little bit of a pain in the ass. As soon as you kill this last set, you gotta deal with the worst enemy in the game, in my opinion. Things just barf bullets. Just laser because I don't want to deal with them at all. And those will return again. And I usually try to laser them. a good place to build up some meter if you have the time. Just sit in those beams. So as soon as this guy dies, coming in from behind, 2 more of those things. It happens really fast. I've died to that. It's probably ended runs at least half a dozen times. And then I've lost lives to it constantly over the last 40, 50 hours. But no, I'm just gonna burn the meter and not deal with it. I don't care anymore. There's a lot to keep track of. We need to keep track of that too. This whole section here coming up starts to scroll vertically. And it's probably the worst, like, confined section in the game in terms of difficulty. It's quite challenging. Take out these 3 sets of... Okay, so I'm going to sneak in behind these guys. I hope I don't get clipped. And then here I have to try to make it to the left side. I'm going to actually use the iframes on my super here to get myself in position. I'll just die. That's pretty much the worst of it. This is a really tight space right here, but once you're through, you just kind of hang out over here. That's pretty much, feels like it's pretty free from there to the boss for me. This section's pretty chill. You're just absorbing bullets and firing them back. Your regular fire will rotate the cog. So you clear everything out, then you rotate the opening. Rinse, repeat until you're at the boss. Music in this game is really nice too. It fits well. All right. The complimentary power-up wave before the boss. Standard in this game. So this boss isn't really that big of a deal, except for his last form or phase. It can be really annoying. But this particular loadout I have set up right now is made just to deal with him specifically. First phase, second phase aren't bad. We're just destroying parts. Here we'll get the legs, and then we'll go for the turret. I'll abuse the iframes on full charge here to get as many shots into him as I can. Let him walk back over to this side a little bit so I can get behind him again. There we go. So this loadout is just for this. Just stop and stand right here, or sit right here. And that's it. So normally you would have to follow this thing as it walked down this chasm, trying not to get clipped by bullets or enemies coming out of it, or getting stepped on, and if you get powered down, it's awful. Alright, rear shot here, because the next stage has some stuff behind us we want to be able to deal with. This usually isn't that big a deal, in my opinion, in this game. Like, there's very few sections where I feel like I need a back shot. Just more power to the shield, I think I took a super stock there also. Just laser them out. Don't even want to deal with them. They're so bad. These ones we're gonna have to dance with. Yeah. It was enough to get me on my back foot and make a mistake, so. Luckily, we've learned a lot of recovery working on this one. And the game makes it very, very easy in most places. Just about everything drops power-ups. I got lucky there. Here's your obligatory giant battleship section. Just kind of hang out around the outside for a while. So coming up here, there's going to be planes flying out that I don't want to collide with. And at the same time, I want to be absorbing as many bullets as possible. So there's this like almost visibility issue where you're trying not to run into the planes, but they're all covered in bullets, and you're trying to get as many bullets as you can. I just kind of hung back for a sec there, let my shield recharge. That one actually went pretty smooth. If you let the planes go for too long, they're up and in front of you all over the place. We got our donut recharge section. These aren't too bad. They follow a set arc. If we can only turn so sharply, just kind of sit right in between them. Here I'm just trying to eat the bullets without leaning too heavy into my meter so that I can deal with everything that's coming up here. This level really teaches you how to abuse your iframes, to give space between each time you hit the shield button before sucking up another full charge. It gives your meter more time to recharge. You just can persist longer. Use some iframes on the super there to get into a better position. This whole section's really fun. It was frustrating to learn at first, but once I stopped dying, it becomes a lot more fun. It's a little specific backshot section. I think this might be the only one that I ever really need anything for. And even then, you can skirt around them. I've come through here totally powered down many times. Got one more little sweep here over the top, and then we'll be back around to go inside finally. Ah, look at all those points I just let drift away. I was scared. It was better to play safe. I didn't have the meter. The guard meter. So this particular charge section charges really slow. You gotta be careful. You let go of the button too soon and vaporize yourself. I've done it a few times. Just enjoying the music. Forgive me if I don't consistently balk through the whole thing. Like the gas coming off of these pistons will destroy me, so I have to shield through it. It is some kind of energy. And these doors, you got to get through them early, or you're stuck. They will close on you. So this mini boss in particular, its whole objective is to teach you how to use those iframes here. I'm patiently holding between releases. And it goes down really fast when you got it. Once you understand the flow of it. I love this part. You just go through the whole thing and you come right out the front laser again. Gadoosh! I think of what specific about this boss. Some super usage, mainly just to, like right here, to avoid getting clipped by the laser. That's the only reason I do it. And then there's some cubes that are going to come out here that you just wipe away. You can move through them with the shield, but it's just a waste of time. Here I want to try and make sure that I'm evenly distributing the damage between the two probes or options as much as I can. Because if I destroy one, the other one goes into a different attack pattern that's really hard to deal with. So here I managed to time it really well, or distribute it really well. So they both popped at right about the same time. Hardly have to dodge anything here because of his little options that are rotating around and blocking the bullets most of the time. It's pretty easy, even fully powered down. That's a pretty easy section. You'll time it out more than likely, or just barely get it, but it's not what I would call hard. Now I'm worried about firepower. I want to be able to dish out as much as I can from here on. So lasers are really good for that. I was like, what am I doing? I don't remember. I wanted to have bits in front of the laser here so that when it came to recovery, I could get a better spread of firepower than first. Just because of some of the sections coming up. All right, what do we say about this? These guys I don't deal with. No, thank you. This stage has a lot of popcorn in it. And it's really easy to get overwhelmed in a few sections. Lasers make such a huge difference for damage output. It's like night and day. Things just start to melt before you. This tank's kind of fun. Gotta get in between and then get on the other side and then get back underneath again. Another spot that really you gotta be careful not to just spam your shield. Conserve as much recharge as you can in between pulses. Here's where the popcorn starts. People have been talking about this section in the Discord already. There are speed change options for this game, and I didn't use any of them. So I could have made it easier on myself and sped the ship up, but apparently I like to torture myself. I just kept everything at the default speed. I never tried to shift up or down. I never felt like I needed to. It's pretty comfortable default speed, and it feels like the game is balanced around that speed. Yep, just laser them out. Don't deal with them. I'm gonna get clipped coming up here. I tried to abuse the iframes to get back. I started too early. I think I could have got away with it. That was just bad positioning on my part. So see, we're fully powered down now. This fight's not too bad. Having the shield and being able to use it makes these things much easier to deal with. Almost got hit there. Did not remember that was coming. There you go. This next part's gonna suck. So these are other Drainus ships. They have the same abilities that the one you pilot does, and now you have to deal with a bunch of them. This would be a wonderful place to be powered up, but because I'm not, it's going to be a little slow, and I think I do lose a couple lives here. So the idea is to get them to charge their shields, then use their shields against them. And then those Taito lasers can clip you real fast if you're really close to one of the ships. So, in fact, I think that's probably what'll get me, if anything. Maybe I did get away with it this time. No, I'm pretty sure I died. Come on. I'm gonna run out of shield. That's what's gonna happen. There it is. Twice in a row. Yeah. Doesn't have the damage output in between the shield charges. But it could have been much worse. I've lost everything there more than once. Alright, this boss is going to be a train wreck. And he's going to time out. Started out fine. So I think this is the boss that's supposed to be a reference to Phantasy Star? Or Phantasy Star. Fantasy Zone. This part is just like quick little tiny lasers you really gotta watch out for. I don't think I've been hit by one yet. This is bullshit. And I deserve that. I should have been already thinking about shielding long before that shot ever fired. My fingers should have been off the super bomb. So I figured out I could do this by going behind him. I didn't have to constantly dance with the laser. So I'd say it's a pretty safe recovery strat, but you're not getting any damage done, that's for sure. And I was trying too. I was like, dang it. We're going to get these things. Start going the other way. Should time out here, really. Just about. There it is. The nice thing about the timeout is it still gives you the crystals for the kill. We throw you that bone. So here it's the pink cubes that are safe to shield on. The black ones, because you can see the pink outline on them. They'll get you. So all my focus here is on just not getting hit. I'm not really concerned with doing damage. I already know he's going to time out. So I'm just trying to stay alive. Not only getting these patterns are particularly scary once you know what they're doing. Maybe the first one, this here, because it can be kind of hard to read when the pink's coming. The rest of it's all really statically visible though. That should be it. He'll hit the edge of the screen, he'll time out. I'll get my crystals. No injuries, but to my shame, my pride. Yeah, trying to think, what am I trying to say? The only thing injured is my pride. I don't really have any of that. We're good. I think we're just going for more of everything here. More meter. I was eyeballing the hurricane bomb, wondering if I should try it out, which probably would have been a disaster because I'd never used it before. Right, so yeah, I mean, we burned quite a few lives. We still got 5 in the tank. Pretty good. It'd be very difficult to recover here. These guys are key. They have massive amount of health, but they all drop power-ups. A really yummy section for points right here. I love the deliberate pacing. It's just such a typical's the word I want to say, but I don't know if that's the word I mean. Typical horizontal shooter, like in a good way. Like it's not like a tired thing. Like I appreciate that it nails so many of the basic like Gradius R-type kind of feelings that you would expect from the genre. Like, it's not trying to move blazing fast. It understands what it is. Yeah, there's, you know, this is a game with obstacles and terrain and methodical movement. Just totally different from like what, I mean, what you might have to go through like a cave shmup. There's overlap even there for sure, but they're just the style is so far removed. So this is like the refights boss, but he's not going to live long enough for us to see much. He gives us a little stage 1. This new spider web thingy, which looks awesome. All right, I like to call this the Dragon Tunnel of Death. I did so good here. I was so proud of myself. I've ended like the last, I don't know, 6 runs in this tunnel trying to deal with these dragons. This time I had the lasers. I wasn't powered down, and I wasn't trying to lead with my super. I was using my shields like I was supposed to. Because they'd just blast me. This laser here was really key. It just made quick work of pretty much anything. I got lucky right there. I had enough time to shield. I don't know how. That was the easy last boss, right? As if. Lots of shooting the core in this game. I would just pick you up, put you outside. Like, here you go. This is where you want to be. All right, here we go. What do I say here? There's nothing surprising here in the first couple phases of the fight. It's, you know, charge and dodge. It's pretty much a lot of recycled stuff you've seen before. More cubes. Ah, yes, I was mad. I hit the button just like a second off, half a second off. So here it's just best to stay up front and blast them in the face like that. If you try to deal with those giant balls, they just put shrapnel everywhere. I think it's best to just ignore them. It's kind of a cool little dodging section here. Giant laser of doom. Just taking my time with the iframes. Here you can actually get on top of the physical thing. You don't have to worry about taking contact damage. Same, I think it's the same with these two. Those balls won't hurt me. Oh, waited a little too long. The planet in the background. It's on the side. So cool. And the TLB. This guy's just constant. Just death constantly. And I was pretty sure by this point I had it. Like, I wasn't even too concerned about burning a couple lives. I was pretty sure I could out-resource him. Right here. Yeah. Burn most of my meter. There you have it. The power of family. Defeat the true last boss. Oh, something else that I guess I kind of touched it at the very beginning. Something else that's at the end here that I really appreciate about this game is what it does visually. With like perspective and parallax. Like here, this here, just like the opening is this sideways barrel roll. Here's like, yes, planetary entry, but the perspective just makes it all the sweeter. Oh, by the way, this clock's time is accurate. That's the time I actually beat the game, which I thought was cute. Anyway, if you listened to me ramble, thanks. Thanks for checking out the video. Hope it was entertaining. Peace.